Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Goose. Hi, Sheen. How are you today? Cal, you made it. You did it. You did it. How are y'all? How is everyone today? It's so good to see you all. Alrighty, let me open up these edits. Mr. Man! He just like flew over here at the speed of sound. He's like on my desk now. Or he's sitting on my tower. He has found out that he can stand on the computer. This is a dangerous place. He has gained too much power. Alright, time to eat my go away ADHD gummies. And by that, I mean the laser focus quality supplements. Let's go. Doing okay? It's doing commission? Oh, nice. Oh, I forgot yours. Whoopsie. Swoopsie. Alrighty. Alright, can I download this? Can I file? Oh my god, hydrate! I'm drinking a pumpkin spice latte from Dunkin' Donuts today. Goose wants liquid, true. Okay, let me figure out if I can download, file, download, doc. Let's do this. Get this bad boy open. Enable editing. Review. Next. I like that. Alright, so this is much better. Much easier for me. Oh my god, Mr. Cat, you're making this so difficult. So difficult. Let's do view. Let's get this actually big. Oh! Alright, so now we're gonna edit the hell out of this. I gotta send this to editors today, so this is what we're gonna do. Ooh, black tea pumpkin latte. That sounds so good. That sounds delicious. It's pumpkin time. Okay. So, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and delete all these threads, and we're just gonna do everything that QWERTY tells me, because QWERTY knows all things. QWERTY is truly the smartest. Truly the best. Oh. Okay, so guess who's still trapped in the thumbnail land and still has to do all those fucking thumbnails? It's me. Okay, I like that. Accept. Delete. Okay, let's go. Q saves my life every damn time. Okay, like that. I swear to God, I'm so nervous about this. I'm so nervous about this whole thing. So question for everyone, do you all like the editing stage, or do you hate this shit? Let's see. Do I want to keep this? I'd seen the fear in their eyes when they looked at me. I'm actually going to put a period here instead of a contraction, because I think that this is a whole thing. Alright, I got lots of... So she's suggesting maybe adding extra details about how feathers grow, but I think for the sake of word count, I can't. Editing to me is easier because all I'm doing is gently telling past me, what the fuck? True. I like the editing stage because it feels like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, the confidence through the roof though. True. Oh yeah, so we're supposed to be doing sprints today. I really was just like gonna go ape shit here. Do y'all want to do sprints or would you rather do like a regular ass stream today? Let me know. I have sprints in the title, but like we can do whatever we wanted in here. We are our own people. I love this. Q realized at this exact moment, oh my god, is this Beauty and the Beast meets the Sound of Music? I can't, that's funny though. I'll put... I love reading all of Q's comments. That's like my favorite shit. I've still been procrastinating editing the time-traveling pirate because past me did make a very big mess. Honestly, sometimes you look at that shit and you go, what? Hmm? Alright, I am going to go ahead and, I think, roll for sprints, all things considered. But I did want to show you... Welcome to darkness. I promise we won't be here for long. Okay, hold on. I did want to show everyone because I thought that they were cool. These are the dice oh, I'm so sorry. These are the dice we're rolling, which I thought were neat. So we have this sparkly red die. We got this die that's made out of iron. We got this one that's shaped like a little skelly man. He's a skeleton. We got this fiery boy and this one that is made out of bone. And those are our dice. So this one especially, it's like chunky. It's so chunkus. So yeah, that's what we're rolling with today. Also, welcome back to the Void. These are my Jono dice. I'm so sad I never get to play him, and I'm like, I want to bring him back. I want to bring Jono back. He's my favorite. So let's see, we got 20 whole minutes, which is actually kind of a chunky one. Sometimes we roll really, really low, and then sometimes we roll really, really high. Also, I hope you all enjoy the spooky lo-fi music. Happy fucking Halloween. I don't care that it's September still. It's Halloween now. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get started with this sprint. If y'all need me, message me in the chat. And then let's keep working. I'm going to keep editing this, and we'll check in on what we got done when we get back. Okay, good luck. 3, 2, 1. Alright, sprints are done. We did it. Okay, so I got done with all of my edits here. I have officially submitted the document to the editors, and I am freaking out, but that's fine. Also, goodbye, Goose. I know that they're not here anymore, but I will say goodbye to them in spirit. I am fucking freaking out about submitting this thing with these people. I swear to God, if they accept this, I'm gonna cry. I will literally throw up. What did y'all work on? Did you get anything done? Fog, hello! How you do? I submitted the things. Yeah, I'm freaking out. If I get published through these people, I'm literally gonna throw my entire computer off the five-story balcony that's outside of my apartment. I'm just gonna chuck it. I'm still coloring. You're making it happen. You're doing the things. A little weird in the head. Oh, tonight's my last night at the job. Oh, that is weird. It's weird being in those transitionary spaces. Hopefully, it's a good weird and not a bad weird. That might not be the smartest choice. Let me be. Let me just panic. I will chuck the computer and then I will also chuck myself. No, just kidding. JK. So, now that this is done, my next task is to start a social media calendar to plan for my launch month. I am excited, but also terrified. Oh, speaking of that, I am still looking for early reviewers for my book, if anyone is interested. It would be awesome if you wanted to give my book a read, even if it's the first couple of chapters. I'm looking to try and get it to the point where it has at least 20 reviews on it by the time it launches on the 31st. I think I have a pretty decent arsenal of people who'd be willing to do it. But if you're interested in helping me out, even if it means just reading the first couple of chapters of the book and then just, sharing your thoughts about it on Amazon, that would be awesome. It doesn't have to be anything formal. If we can get to 20 reviews, everyone who does review, I will gladly draw a flat color commission of any character of your choice, portrait style, as a thank you, because I want to make sure that you guys also feel like you're being appreciated, because I definitely appreciate every single reviewer. It makes a huge difference. So, if you're interested in doing that, let me know, and I'll just drop this in here right now. This is the Booksprout review team link. If you want to get some free PDF or ebook copies of the book, it's there. If you've already read it or you want to read it on Wattpad, that is also cool too. But anything helps. And that is the end of my spiel. So, yeah, I'm kind of freaking out, but we're gonna get this social media calendar done, and I'm gonna feel really good about it. Feel good. I am fucking terrified about Swallowheart, though. I want it to succeed. Stupid romance novel. Dumb. I'm alright. I gotta separate all these out by platform or like style of post. Maybe stop working because caught my attention about books. Yeah, if you want to help me out, Shinko, let me know, because I do have some free books available that I need help getting reviews for. On the 31st was when the reviews would be due. But, you know, it's effectively super helpful if you can just drop some reviews on that date on Amazon and Goodreads. The Booksprout link that I dropped into the chat makes it really easy for you to do that. Effectively, what they do is they allow you to download the interior version of my book, whether that's a PDF or an ebook, and then they'll just send you nice email reminders to be like, hey, it's the day that the book is out. Be sure to leave your review for the book on at least one of these sites, and preferably Amazon is what I'm aiming for. So it'll send you a nice little reminder about that if you want to read the book. And definitely no pressure to finish it all the way through, but to give your honest thoughts about, if you do read a good chunk of it, what you think of it, if you like the book. But yeah, that would be amazing, Machine. Let me know if you need that Booksprout link again, and I can drop it in the chat again. It's definitely difficult to, rally everybody, but I think I probably have around 10 people I know for sure will try and review it, which is good. So we're about halfway there. And I'm going to try and just get people in on it and see what happens. But with that, let me roll for another Sprinteroni. Another Sprinty. We'll see what we're going to do. Only 1 minute less than our last sprint. We're going for 19 minutes. But yeah, if you have any questions about Booksprout, or if you'd prefer to review it in another way or another place, let me know. Ooh, I'm gonna drink my coffees. I just like Booksprout a lot because it lets me see which people have completed reviews and who left what stars and all that other stuff. And it also allows me to reach out to new people as well. So I've got 2 people on it right now that I've never seen before. I have no idea who they are. And that can be kind of risky, kind of scary. But it seems like the people who are on Booksprout are nicer than the people who are on Book Sirens, which is good. Hopefully this person is not looking for a super horny book, but I don't think that they are necessarily. It looks like they have a lot of good reviews, like nice stuff, so... But some of these people, it's like one of them has here's one that has 22 past due reviews. It's like, oh, they didn't finish it in time, So who knows? Some of these people may finish it, some of them may not, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Okay, well, if you guys are all ready to go for the next sprint, I'm going to start working on the social media launch calendar. If you all have any questions about how social media launch calendars work for books or what I'm doing over here, please feel free to ask during this process, because hopefully you can get some info out about it too. And then once I get done with this, I have been asked by another author to help them with their social media launch calendar, so I'm going to be doing the same thing if I still have time later in the stream. So, yeah, good luck on whatever you're working on. We'll work for another 19 minutes, and then I'll come right back. So, see you soon. Alright, sprinties are done. What did everybody work on? How did y'all do? Ah, hit a roadblock. Can't log into Amazon because I'm not sure my password and the phone number is very old. Oh no, Amazon, why? I'm just playing games. Honestly, that's work for your brain. That is work for your brain. And that's really what matters, you know? That is what matters. I made a calendar. I color coordinated everything. And now I'm coming up with all of my post ideas for what I'm going to do. I have to do 2 of these calendars. One of these is going to be video content for TikTok and YouTube. And then the other one is going to be the actual post content, which is going to be Facebook and Tumblr. Because frankly, fuck Twitter and also fuck Instagram. So. Just moving stuff, or discussing movie stuff with soon-to-be former roommate. Well, there you go. Hopefully the move will go smoothly. Did my hair, now I'm reviewing which major arcana best suits each of the deities. Oh, that sounds exciting. So let me see your hair. Hair check. Everybody fashion check. Oh, looks great. Yep, that's what I thought. My soon-to-be husband is gorgeous, everyone. I would just like to make that clear to everybody in the chat. He's beautiful. I picked the most pumpkin-themed color scheme because it makes sense in my brain. They are saying that this is red in terms of the theme. I don't believe them. I think that they're liars. Because that is brown. I actually like this one more because it allows me to see the different color blocks a little bit better, like how many character posts I have and things like that, so hopefully this will help. Hello? Now this one is much better, I think. This is better. So we're gonna just kind of keep going on this, and that's how it's gonna go. Slowly fill out this thing. But I'm having a good time. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But this is the kind of crunchy part of this launch. If I can get to 20 reviews, then what I can do is do a social media ad campaign. I probably will do one for Facebook. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do an ad campaign for this or not. Maybe y'all can have some insight into this because I've been kind of hesitant. So on the one hand, these are the facts, okay? On the one hand, this book is very inspired by the Dungeons & Dragons Curse of Strahd campaign. However, I take some pretty damn dramatic plot liberties, and it takes place after the campaign is over, right? It stars effectively Strahd as the main character, but Strahd is a completely different character. I do not stick very close to the lore at all. And the only thing that is similar in any way to the actual campaign book is I do use the murder house as a launch pad for the rest of the plot of the book. So, for the first maybe like 15% of the book, it's directly inspired by that campaign and then takes a hard left, right? So, knowing that, something that I am worried about is people reading it and being like, this is a knockoff. They just copied the campaign book and then not actually reading the whole book and then just tossing it out. So that's fear number one. Because of that, I am worried that if I do social media ad campaigns for this, that people are going to be like, this is stupid, and then just flame me. So then I'll have spent, like $150 on ads to just be openly flamed on the internet, if that makes sense. So that's something that I am worried about. But maybe I'm just being like, I'm overthinking it. Maybe I don't have to worry about that too much. I'm not sure. And I don't know if anybody has any insight on that, or like if I just like, I'm worrying about it too much. Am I overthinking it? Looking at all of these things. I don't know. Yeah, it's something that I've been thinking about, and I got the fear. Because another thing to consider, I guess, is that the people on Wattpad really fucking liked it. And they don't care. Right? The people on Wattpad liked it enough that they put me on their editor's choice list twice, and those guys are familiar with content, right? And so the editors at a publishing house did not care. Yeah, I don't see any issues with stories sharing elements. Well, like, my whole goal with it, truly, was to have people be like, oh yeah, this is something I'm familiar with. I know the Curse of Strahd module. I remember the Murder House. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, what a left turn. You know what I mean? And then, so it's something familiar and then something completely unfamiliar right after that. Yeah, if they didn't care, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, my hesitation comes from, like, I listed this book on Book Sirens, and it was wild. And part of it was because Book Sirens' filing system is whack. And so I think what happened is the people who were reading my books were looking for monster romance books. And that is not what not Curse of Strahd, what King of Dust is at all. It's a lit RPG vampire fantasy with LGBT romance elements in it. But Book Sirens does not have an appropriate way to, like, separate those two things apart. And so I had listed it as a fantasy book and a romance book, but all people were seeing was, oh, this is a romance book. And then were getting very pissed at me that I didn't have, like, Sarah J. Maas sex scenes in it. And it was, like, wild. It was wild. So, good luck, Sheen. Sorry you're having technical difficulties. That is cursed. I will see you later. But yeah, so I am now a little bit gun-shy because the Book Sirens reviews were not necessarily bad, although I did get a really bad one with somebody effectively calling me a pedophile, so that was cool. That I was a creepy author and that my main character was creepy because of, like, a 500-year age gap between the vampire protagonist and the love interest, and I'm like, I'm so fucking confused. Like, what do you want? You know what I mean? So it was very weird. Very weird. So I'm still a little bit gun-shy from everything that happened with that. And there was one person who was like, oh yeah, I'm, like, really grumpy reading this book, and I'm so mad that it's, like, so much like Curse of Strahd, but the story isn't anything like Curse of Strahd, which is really good, but, like, I wanted it to be more original, 3-star, and I'm like, okay, well, damn it, you know, like, what do people want? So those are the things that I'm worried about, is that a lot of those readers were like, fuck this book, and I was like, wow, okay, this is not great. But then the people who have read it that do like D&D have loved it, so I'm like, I've got whiplash, effectively. Yeah, it was a middle-aged white woman, so I don't take that very seriously. Like, I know that I've written a good book. Like, I was almost a finalist in a contest with this book. This book is now landing me a publishing deal potentially with a publisher, so I'm not super worried about it. But what I am worried about is spending like $150 on marketing only for that to happen again, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I'm thinking too hard about it, if I'm worrying too much about it, or if it's like, like I should just do it, because I don't think I'm going to enter this into contests, but I do think I'm going to spend some time doing marketing, if at all possible, for this thing. And who knows? This is largely speculative, because this is all hinging upon whether or not I can get 20 reviews from this thing. So that's really where I stand. Is can I get 20 reviews? Because if I can't, there's really no way for me to market on Facebook or Amazon. But yeah, I think people had a problem with, and this is what makes me really sad, to like clarify, like people had, I think, a big problem with Astrid in particular, because she was robbed of her childhood, and so she does a lot of like coping with her trauma by being a little bit childish, so to some extent she wishes that the world was like, I guess, viewed through a fairy tale lens. She likes to refer to Darius's like lost love as a fairy tale princess, and she has a stuffed bear that she sleeps with at night, so she has these behaviors that are like, I'm reconnecting with my childhood, and I'm trying to reclaim that, because she was literally locked in a basement. And so people apparently thought that that was creepy. I'm trying to figure out why or where. I am so confused. I am sorry for your therapist being sick. Maybe that's what happened to Becky too. Yeah, well, like, that's what's super weird about it, right? Is that it's like, I have seen a lot of people who are embracing doing, quote, silly, childish things. Yeah, right, and I guess I'm a pedophile for enabling your behavior, right? Like, but that was, yeah, it was very weird. So, yeah, typically I don't get up in arms about reviews, but I was like, damn, the adults over here being freaky deaky. So on that note, I'm going to start another sprint and get in here and keep plugging through this calendar. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the whole thing. If you think that I should go ahead and just do the marketing if possible, or if maybe I should hold back, because I have gotten some interesting feedback, if I can call it that, on the title. And if I should just like play it cool and let it sit. So I'm definitely more than welcome or open to suggestions, because I do value what you guys have to say. So, but in other words, we will get started on this 13-minute spooky sprint while we're listening to spooky music, and we will reconvene after it's done. So good luck, let's get it done. Da 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 da, we did it! Hey Karma, what's going on? Hey, welcome to Sprint Town. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let me scroll back up. Okay, like plenty of trans folks and abused people engage in little play, not in a sexual way, but in reclaiming their childhood sort of way, and to heal from trauma. But I guess some people do view them as creepy, problematic. I've seen in comment sections of people who are more public about that being a thing that they do. Yeah, well, you want to know what's messed up? Is I feel like people who don't even engage in that kind of play, like I follow this mom who's raising 2 kids, right? And she, for example, was never allowed to roller skate because her parents were assholes, and so she bought a pair of roller skates to try and learn how to roller skate and be silly and just be a child. And there were people in her comments being like, you're not allowed to roller skate and have fun because you're a mom and you're an adult. And I was like, what the fuck? I think there will be those audible folks who will take things weird anyway. I've seen an ace platonic love story be taken as a grooming tale? Why? Oh my god. Maybe it was because of the middle-aged white women wanted a self-insert for romance, and it was like a system shock when this young adult was like, yes, I love my stuffed bear and fairy tale books. Oh, God. Let's see. Probably. She also said, quote, the author and other men in this story infantilize the only main woman, and I'm like, ma'am, no one is doing that to her. Yeah, and it's like, it's very weird. Well, and to some extent, Yura actually at some point calls Darius out on it. And he's like, hey, you can't fucking just make her this love interest that you want her to be. You need to fucking fix your own shit first. So I love how this woman also just deleted the fact that another character was like, hey, this behavior is kind of problematic. I do find that weird. I'm ordering sushi for lunch. Damn right. Yes, Thug. Yes, cave into the sush. Yes, do it. That bouncing nigiri, his name is Wilson. Well, yeah, and of course, not to dog on reviewers, you know what I mean? Legitimately, everyone is, of course, entitled to their opinion, and always, always, always when I ask for reviews, I really do ask that, you are honest, right? I don't ever want anybody to feel like you're not allowed to just express your opinions about my books because I'm gonna get offended and then I'm gonna trash talk you on my stream with all of my other writer and reader friends and that's not what this is about. But it was very weird. And you're right, Jace. It does feel very much so like people did not read the book. And then they didn't mark it as DNF, and instead they just reviewed it because they want to keep their book Sirens reputation good. And they have a DNF rule on that site, so if you don't finish it, you have to mark it as DNF, or they will penalize you, and they will tell you, hey, you're not allowed to do ARC reviews anymore. It's the same thing with NetGalley, right? They'll kick you off a NetGalley for not finishing reviews, so it's very, very intense. But how did everybody do last sprint? I am almost done with the YouTube and TikTok calendar. And then I think I'm actually going to just stick I don't know. I actually might just do this. TikTok, YouTube, we'll just do Facebook, Tumblr. I actually don't think I need to make more of a calendar than I already have here, which is good. So we're slowly chugging through it. Technically this is going to be like a 5-week, or maybe 5.5-week calendar, so it'll work out. But yeah, I guess I'm so gun shy. I just want a book to do good. You know what I mean? I just want my book to do good. Oh, fucking crazy. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, long story short, if you want to pre-order King of Dust, you can do so on my Ko-fi, since that link just popped into the chat. But again, as well, if you want to read an advanced reader copy of it for freezies, please let me know, because I'd love to be able to get you a book for free, because y'all deserve it. We want you to do good too. Thank you, Thug. I appreciate it. I have to fight off the middle-aged white women somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. They're looking for the Amish romance that I can't give them, guys. Yeah, and one girl legitimately was like, no joke, I got like a 3-star, and she was like, I wish this was Sarah J. Maas, but it's not. And I was like, damn. Sarah really is haunting me in my dreams. I can't escape her. God damn. Thug! You gotta represent. You're doing it, thank God. Yeah. Yeah, and really, like, obviously people can't be put into demographics like that, but like, yeah, I'm pretty sure really the problem was that people were looking for those like ACOTAR romances, and that is not what I had. And that is partially due to Book Sirens' system. So now that I know better, I'm going to be able to dodge that the next time it happens, because I know how they work on the back end. And I was able to talk to somebody who runs Book Sirens to be like, what happened? And they were like, oh, I know exactly what happened. We rolled another 13, y'all. Another 13 for sprints. That is insane. But we're doing it. We're making it happen. I do appreciate all the feedback and the discussions, though, because it does help me feel like I'm like less in a vacuum. So I do appreciate that a lot. It lets me know that I'm not like crazy, or that like the things that I'm doing are not like a bad idea or out of line. So I'm not ACOTARing the love bits in my novel either. Good. What are you working on right now, Thug? I can't remember. But, yeah, it's been interesting. The thing that I'm pitching to Wattpad is going to have spicy scenes in it. Some, it's like I would say mid-spice. And so that's interesting to me. I've never worked on that kind of content, so I am unfamiliar with it. And the other thing that I have is definitely like high levels of spice, and that's not what I write typically at all. Like, I'm over here as a demisexual author being like, as I'm trying to write romantasy for Wattpad. I'm like, just give me the paycheck, please. Nice fantasy. That's awesome. Brilliant. I love it. I love a good fantasy. A good fantasy that's not a romantasy. I love it. Well, if you ever want to share any of your work, please feel free to do so in here, because we love to see it. I'm going to jump back into making this calendar. So we're going to be in it for another 13 minutes on Sprint. And I will see you guys on the other side. Let's see. The main character is immortal, but he's very young. The love of his life is now a 75-year-old woman who's a gunsmith and a wizard. That is fucking brilliant. It reminds me of like the What We Do in the Shadows thing, where he's like dancing with his like 92-year-old girlfriend. He's like, they're very happy. That's brilliant. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and get started on this other sprint, see if we can keep up some momentum, and I'll be back in 13 minutes. See you soon. Ta-da! All done! How did y'all do? Getting work done? I think I'm done with this launch calendar. So, is this gonna kind of suck a little bit? But I think it's gonna be worth it. Making nut cheese. Now, question, is that a cheese that has nuts in it? Or is it a vegan cheese made from nuts? Tell me about your nut cheese. Oh, nice. Vegan cheese made from nuts. Very nice. We like that. That is nice. That sounds like a very peaceful thing to do in Stardew. No, hey, don't forget today is National Voter Registration Day. If you are in the United States and you are of the voting age, you should totally register to vote. Don't forget to do that. Yeah, for real. Thog, you're right. Literally, yeah. 50% and slightly more. Surprisingly. But it's true. See if your state has mail-in ballots to make it easier so that way you don't have to, like, go stand in a line. Because that sucks. Remember, you can register to vote at vote.vote.gov, G-O-V. And that is where you can get all of that info. Okay, so now that mine is done, I'm going to save this as a copy. I'm going to go into my business. We're going to go... actually just change this to publishing. I have a new folder here. We're going to call this one. Yep, true. Yeah, if you're already registered, check. True, true, true. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to double check. That is very true. Okay, so now we're going to get started on what I'm going to do next for the remaining time that I have left, which is about 30 minutes, is now that I have like a nice social media launch calendar here, like a template, I'm going to customize this. For this person. Or in some cases, active ones. Right, because we live in a democratic society. Love to hear it. But yes, vote.gov. That is where you can do that stuff. Alright. Is it time? Is it time to do another stream? Or not another stream, another sprint? Is it Sprinteroni time? Whoa, we got a high roller here. We got 21 whole minutos. I'm going to have to head out now. It's time to go find sushi and get ready for work. Good luck on your sushi quest. I hope it is delicious and everything you could ever hope and dream. Thank you so much for hanging out today, Thog. It was good seeing you. On that note, I'm going to get working on this person's social media calendar. And I will probably be working with them a little bit on some personalization. So, let's go ahead and get started on another sprint, and I will see you all on the other side. Here we go. Alright, our sprint is done. I finished the social media calendar for that person. Jace dropped a thingy in the chat. Okay, we should work on this off stream because I'm gonna go, but I will answer that in depth. There's a lot to read, and I feel like we can just look at it in a spreadsheet, and that will be slightly easier. But thank you so much for everybody who hung out today, all of your great feedback, the kindness, the help, all of that. So thank you, thank you. Wish me luck. Just wish me luck with this damn book. I hope that it gets through and that I actually make like a publishing deal out of this. I will literally cry. So if you all need me, you know where to find me, and I will be back tomorrow with hopefully some comics. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So hopefully I'll be back with comics, and I hope that you have a great rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.